Hello and welcome everyone to this intuitive energy update. My name is Lyle, and this is my space, my channel here on YouTube. I can also be found on Facebook at Wisdom of the Heart. So the date is November the 17th, 2019, and I've been strongly guided to come outside. I thought I would have you all facing the sun, but then that just kind of obscures me, and it felt important that I allowed myself to be seen at this time of connection. So it's about 3:33 in the afternoon here, and I just want you to know that whenever you are connecting with these messages, I trust that they will be relevant for you, because when it comes to messages from spirit and our higher self, they exist beyond time and space. So if you're connecting with this in 2020 or 2021, I trust you will find something here for yourself as well. For those of you who are a part of my Facebook community, thank you so much. And for those of you who subscribe to me here on YouTube, thank you. I really, really appreciate you. And my intention at this time is to gain more activity on the YouTube page. Not necessarily gain, to create more connection here on the YouTube page, because I find that Facebook as a platform is really limiting these days. So I'm hoping, although I'm not convinced, that perhaps YouTube will be a little more connection friendly. So as we connect today, I'm really guided to say congratulations and well done. Keep up the good work, because 2019 has truly been a year of clearing density, and we're not done yet. Many of us will be feeling now at this time a lightening, if you will, of our connection to density, if you will. So that's going to continue to lighten up, and yet we're going to still continue to clear through lifetimes of density within and on this planetary realm. And as we do, we are incredibly supported. I'm very excited to bring through messages today, because all the decks that I'm using here are not overly familiar to me. And in fact, one I've just received, I ordered back in June, around the time of the solstice this year, and just received it on the day of our Taurus full moon, which was incredibly powerful. I trust that you have felt supported through the energy of Taurus and the release from deep within that it brought forth in you. And if you're still working through that, I'm sending you so much love and gratitude for your ability to persevere and continue to clear. So we'll be working with the Archangel Metatron deck. We will also be working, and these will be messages from the Archangel Metatron. I'm feeling more, though, than just him. I'm also feeling from Archangel Michael and Lord Melchizedek and the Archangel realms, or realm. We're also going to be working with the Aboriginal healing deck, which, when I was guided to it, I was told it was love and support from our ancestors. And finally, we will be working with the Conscious Spirit deck, which I was told was love and guidance from our higher selves. So right away, I'm hearing and feeling that the ancestors would like to connect with us at this time. So please, if you don't, if we're not connected on Facebook, do go have a like on the page, because I will share some of these messages there on the page as well. And please feel free to share this channel, share this video. Let's make some amazing and supportive connections all around this beautiful planet we call home. So the very first card out, and remember, this is love and support from our ancestors, is Kangaroo Plum, and the message is honesty. And it's a number 7, so I always think of our physical body and the 7 chakras that everyone seems to know about. And what I'm feeling right now is that there is a real call for integrity at this time. And integrity begins within, it begins and ends with each and every one of us. And so, if you are still living out of alignment with your truth, you are going to be feeling that as it may be presenting as anxiety or fear and depression. It may be presenting as physical pain within your body, knots holding on in spaces. So this is a call for you to get really honest about what you're doing, honest about what you're feeling, honest about what you are here to do, and in fact, getting honest about the effort that you put in to you. Self-care and self-love have never been more relevant than they are at this time. And in fact, they are the key ingredients to our, I want to say, continued momentum on the path of our heart. The next card out, I love it, number 21, is the platypus, privacy. There's a real call for each of us at this time to detach from the chaos and the drama that is swirling around. And if you're alive on this planet, there's chaos and drama swirling around. You feel it, you sense it, you are witness to it, and perhaps in the unfortunate situation, you may be a part of it. And what I'm feeling that the message from platypus is, it's like, you know what? I am out. I'm going to disconnect from this because it does not really align with my truth. It does not really align with what I'm here to do. And any engagement in it is really just perpetuating the issues, perpetuating the drama, and feeding the energy of chaos. So I do feel that for many of us at this time, there is a call to go within, and we still do have Mercury retrograde, and it is here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're moving, we moved suddenly, it felt like, into winter. We still are in autumn, fall, and as the year continues on, as we approach 12/12 and 12/21, there is this need for us to really be more conscious of our boundaries and really more honoring of the space that we need, and being firm yet loving in boundary setting. It's funny because I do feel like this privacy is also it's for our energetic protection, is what I'm feeling. And on two of these decks, I was guided to place some hag stones, which are, beautiful elemental support and highly protective and highly connected to the elemental realm and the wisdom of the, I want to say, elves and fairies and just the elementals, whether it's the animals. I'm feeling particularly like earth-based connections to the trees, to the plants, to the stone people, and all of that. So know that you're protected as you honor the truth and wisdom in your beautiful heart. One more message from the ancestors, please. And there it is. It is number 2, Blackwood, and it says flexibility. First of all, the number 2 really connects me with the energy of the High Priestess. The 21 connects me with the energy of the Trinity. It connects me with the energy of completion. We are completing a cycle here on Mother Earth at this time. The 2 is connecting me with that High Priestess energy, which is really stable yet fluid, standing on her own 2 feet, anchored and connected to all through her beautiful heart space. And when we feel stable and grounded, and that's why I feel like I was guided to be outside today, to really, I was going to sit down, and then they're like, no, you're going to elevate and stand up and really support the anchoring of this heart frequency, if you will. And we all have a beautiful high vibrational heart frequency. And yet when we're in our head, or we're feeling out of sorts, or we're swirling within chaos and confusion, it can be really difficult to connect with our peaceful heart space. And so allow me to share this peaceful heart space with you now, and just feel how present and how grounded the energy is, and that our energy can be. So when it comes to flexibility, I'm hearing and feeling flexibility in thought, flexibility in the sudden energy, when we are in the midst of sudden energetic changes, not being too rigid and tied down to timelines, or things that need to get done at a specific time, or this is what I'm doing, and that's all I can think about is I've got to go and be here and get this done at a certain time. Be open to changes, because energy is changing on a dime these days, and sometimes it's just not something's going to come up, and the plan that we may have had in our head is just, it's not time for it yet. So trust that. Next, I'm going to connect with this beautiful deck, and it is really beautiful. My whole intention was, because I had waited so long for this deck, was to do a video, like an unboxing of the deck and connecting with it for the first time. And, it's funny, that privacy card with the platypus, it came to that evening when I was going to do it, which was the night of the full moon. That flipped out. It's still upside down, so I can't see the card yet. There's another. I'm going to leave that upside down too, and one more. When it came time, when I thought I was going to connect and share this video, connecting with your oracle cards for the first time, my guides were like, no, no, you're not doing it. So I was like, okay, fine. And, that because it was meant to be a sacred moment for myself to connect and align with the deck and set intentions for it without an audience, is what I heard. So let's see, we got 4 cards from the Metatron deck. Oh, this is so funny, because upstairs, before I came down, I just shuffled and a few cards came out, and this was one of them. And it's number 35, and it's the Kundalini card, and it says untapped energy. And so this is really actually confirming what I was saying about the need to be grounded and to be centered and really make our grounded connection to Mother Earth. And through that connection to Mother Earth, we open up our channel. And through our connection to Mother Earth, we also clear our channel. So when we spoke earlier about holding on to, what was it? Holding on to, any level of like deceit or dishonesty, or the density that we're experiencing, how we're going to feel it in our body, we can actually release that through our connection to Mother Earth, working with her in a conscious way, and working with our breath in a conscious way to clear our channel so that we can open ourselves to receive. And within us is a wellspring of untapped energy, untapped resources, untapped wisdom, untapped gifts, and they really want to be opened. Like I'm feeling with the 35, it's an 8 vibration, and I'm really feeling like your eternal soul, your higher self, your eternal beloved, all of this is really encouraging you to open up and let your beautiful energy flow through. Let your beautiful connections to source and Mother Earth and the elementals, let all of that flow through you and support you, because the work you're here to do, the life you're here living, is in service to your eternal soul. So yeah, that's exciting. Yes. Okay. So the next one is number 7. So this is the second 7 we've had, and this one is water, emotional well-being. First and foremost, again, I'm really feeling the connection to the physical body. And when we're talking about holding on to energy in certain spaces, there is a lot of holding within the sacral. Um, I don't feel it so much in the root chakra these days, really within the sacral chakra, which is our emotional center. It is the emotional center in the body, whose element is water. What I love most about this card is the dolphins. The dolphin, the dolphin flying over the diamond or some sacred geometric shape. What I'm really feeling is like, if you are feeling that you have been repressing emotions, that you haven't really been dealing with things, work with your breath. Again, this is coming back to the breath. Dolphins always take me to the breath. Dolphins always take me to the energy of telepathic communication as well. And that can be with anything that we feel connected to, whether it's our higher self, whether it's our twin flame, our eternal beloved, whether it is our angels, whether it is source or mother earth. So I really feel that there is a call for some deep breath work to support the clearing that is taking place at this time, the clearing, making space so that you can hold a higher frequency, a higher vibration of your own, of source light is what I'm hearing. Deep breath work and meditation. Okay, it's really important to get in touch with your emotions. So for those of you who are listening, who may be connecting with this at any time, who are experiencing tension in your hips, your low back, the sacral lumbar spine, even down into your knees, this message is for you. It's really, you are safe. My ears ringing like crazy right now. It is safe for you to release your emotions, and know that as you do, you're going to feel relief from the release, because it's almost going right back to that honesty card at the very beginning. It's almost like when you're not honoring your emotions and your feelings, you're not really being honest with yourself. And if you're not being honest with yourself, how can you be honest with anybody else? So these are the questions that we're called to ask. Because if you're living anything other than this vibration, this frequency of joy and happiness, you're missing the point of being alive. I am sure that many who have passed before their time would love, they're probably in line to come back, hopefully to get it right this time. I love that this card has come. I'm looking at the bee in the center. And, bees always speak to me about the sweetness of life, just really I don't want to say sucking out, but it's almost like absorbing all the sweetness of being alive. Yellow has been a really big one, and this is feeling like solar plexus to me, although it's a number 1, which is saying to me that this is a time of new beginnings. This is a time of a new way of living, and it's all being implemented and integrated through you. From the sunflower are these beautiful butterflies symbolizing transformation. And when we stand in our power, when we are grounded and rooted and connected through our heart, that is when we are most powerful. That is when we are most aligned with this frequency, this vibration of joy and happiness, gratitude to be alive, and understanding the blessing that it truly is to be alive and have the breath of life in our body. It's funny because yellow's been coming up a lot. I know for years, for many of you who have connected with me over the years, I've always felt a strong connection to the moon. And over the last 6 months or so, that's really, actually probably a little bit longer. yet it was comfortable. It was what I always connected with and knew. Over the last 6 months or so, I've really been guided to the energy of deception and deceit that is connected with the moon and the moon matrix as it exists here on planet Earth. And I've been strongly guided to focus my attention more on the sun, the solar energy that we are here to receive. The moon is like, it feels to me at this time, and what I've been experiencing coming up in my own life, it really feels like the dark underbelly of society. And it's almost like it keeps it locked in place here because we are what, 75, 80% water, and it's just kind of, which is emotion, right? And I just feel like it amplifies the emotional body, and unless we're balancing with our solar body, which is our source body, then we're going to be like trapped, is what I want to say. So it's really time for us to break free from you know um, the shadow energy, if you will, and really step into that solar energy, that Christ consciousness that knows we are connected to all things. And it doesn't mean we disregard or ignore the shadow. Obviously, we have to clear that. I mean, I'm a phenomenal light worker because I do such fantastic work in the dark and in the shadows. I'm very comfortable in that space. And yet it does feel like there's a shift, and we're called to become more comfortable, truly the embodiment of our solar self, our Christed self, here and now. Perfect. And this card came out, it was one of the very first cards that came out on the Taurus new moon when I did the reading for myself, is action. It's number 9, and it says movement is needed. And that's really what the Taurus full moon supported. I felt for us personally and collectively, is this idea that, okay, it's time, if things are changing, times are changing, and we are changing, whether we're consciously changing or not. We are changing with each and every breath. So it's really important that are our actions supportive of our dreams? Are our actions supportive of our planetary missions here, of what we came here to create? So we have to take aligned actions. Our actions are, are going to be more powerful when they're aligned with our words and our thoughts as well. So this is a time for action. It is that 9 energy again, which speaks again, same like the 21, this energy of completion. We are completing a cycle, and we are moving forward from a more solar inspired space. And, as we get more proficient and more comfortable aligning with that solar powered space, there is a great need for flexibility. We are on this inner journey traveling within, and I really feel that this takes us right into 2020, because I do feel we have a couple of really powerful days yet to come, 12/12 and 12/21, the solstice. Feels incredibly powerful, personally, for obvious reasons, collectively for perhaps not so obvious reasons. We'll see as we go. But it does feel like, as throughout the remainder of this year, to really be protective of your energetic space, and don't really let much ruffle your feathers, if you will. That's perfect. That one wants to come out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so one more, and these are love and support from our higher self, from the Conscious Spirit Oracle by Kim Dreyer, and the Aboriginal Healing Deck is by Mel Brown, and of course the Metatron deck is by the lovely Amanda Ellis. So one more card, please, from our higher selves. They said they want to, oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So this is really super awesome, because all the numbers on this card, we have received them before. So As I was saying, number 35, nature spirits. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. And it begins with us. And through our connection to nature, we are healed. This, again, is we've already had 35, which is that 8 vibration. What was 35? It was from Amanda's cards, which was the untapped energy, the Kundalini. So this is really speaking about like really nurture and work your connection with Mother Earth, because it is supporting the opening of the untapped energy within you, the wellspring of energy that is intended to support you in living and creating your dreams, your heart-centered dreams, which is what our dreams are, right? The next card out is this one, Air Elemental. It's number 18, so it's that 9 energy again, which we were just talking about with action. And this is a very fluid and moving card. And what I'm feeling is, and look, there's like a white eagle soaring above the goddess dancing upon the earth. It's like you are protected. Your higher self really wants to, I want to say, run the show. It's not really run the show, though. They really want to guide our movements here on earth. And we are, if you feel like you are continually receiving messages from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors, your angels, you are. It's because you are. So, and what I'm really drawn to notice is the solar light, what feels like solar light back here to me. The golden light. It's funny because as I was at the lake this morning, I spent a couple hours down there, really just again enjoying my connection and just enjoying being one with nature. And I found a couple. I left them there, but a couple of stones, and they were yellow. And every time I saw 2 of them, and every time I saw it, it was like golden egg. It's like it feels like this as we nurture ourselves, as we nurture our connections, as we honor our emotions, as we continue to release density, as we continue to show our self-love and compassion, we are really, it's like we're sitting on our golden egg, and we are nurturing that, which we can see that as our dreams, or imagine that as our dreams. We're nurturing that to life, and we are supported by the earth elementals. We got nature spirits, and now we have the air elemental, which is spirit. And it says, I embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge and wisdom. Now, that can be a very heady energy, right? So we don't want to get all like in our heads, because then we're not going to be feeling very grounded and connected. So if you have been very much in your head, this is doubly important for you to get out to nature and nurture those connections. And finally, number 20, throat chakra. So it's that 2 again, and it takes us back to that flexibility card with the Blackwood. High priestess energy, standing on your own 2 feet, stable and strong, guided by your heart, and honoring the guidance that the heart brings, which, you know, many of you may not be comfortable with the idea or thought that you're here to share a different perspective of what is well believed truth, right? Because this is a planet of illusions, right? I mean, we haven't even been taught to honor our emotions. You know, we are learning now, and, you know, many of us are teaching ourselves. In the big scheme of things, though, like humanity as a whole has not been taught to honor their emotions, right? Suppress, 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 deny. So for those of you receiving this message, you are here to honor your emotions, and you are here to speak your truth and encourage others to speak theirs too. I feel the presence of Archangel Michael around very strongly when I connect with this image. And I'm also feeling like, again, we are continually receiving messages from our higher self, from our, spirit family, our angels, our guides, all of this. We're continually receiving, and this is what I'm seeing here. It's like this continue flow into her heart space, and then we are called to share from our heart. we don't have to be aggressive. We don't have to convince anyone of anything we believe. What we need to do is speak from our heart. And again, it's all frequency and vibration. And those who are meant to hear what we have to say will be guided to us, and they will feel it through their beautiful heart. So, as you go forward into this coming week, please know that you are guided, protected, and loved. You are encouraged to retreat a little bit and be very protective of your energetic body. Release and honor emotions that you may have been holding on to and that may be holding you back. And know that the whole entire universe is supporting you and encouraging you to make this forward movement into, well, through the remainder of 2020, through the remainder of 2019 and into 2020. So on that note, I do feel like the transmission is complete for this message. I am open and now delivering 2020 messages, which are month-to-month messages intended to support your spiritual rise through 2020. These are very exciting times, and you know, we're not in this alone. The healing journey is one that we take alone in our physical presence, and yet we are never truly alone. We're always guided. We're always supported to expand even more widely. So if you feel that a 2020 intuitive energy update or report, month-to-month guidance for you is something that you'd be interested in, I will put the link in the comments below, or you can check my website www.lisalyle.com, and they are $222, and it is you receive a YouTube playlist consisting of 12 plus videos that will take you through energetic themes through the months of 2020. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and share. The more that you like and comment and share, the more widely the reach gets. So, and I am appreciative of you. Thank you for being here. And until next time, take good care of yourself. I see you, I feel you, and I love you. Shine on.